Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to your favorite channel. Like and subscribe, or we'll steal your birthday presents next year. Roller coasters are awesome. They're a great way to get an intense adrenaline rush without actually being in danger. The nervous excitement you feel when you're getting strapped in and ready to ride is hard to match anywhere else. Not all roller coasters are made quite equal though. Today, we're going to be breaking down the scariest rides in the world. You've got to be really brave to get on one of these, or just a little crazy. Let's jump right in. First up, we've got only one of two strata coasters in the world. That just means it has a drop of over 400 feet tall. No biggie. That's a lie, it's definitely a biggie. This first one is fast and insane, and I'd recommend bringing a doggy bag with you. The brave riders of this coaster get spun around and dropped so fast, I'm surprised it just doesn't turn their brains into mush. Y'all ready for something wild? How about a wooden coaster that goes over 70 miles an hour? El Toro is the second fastest wooden roller coaster in the world. This is a ride designed by speed demons for speed demons. The drops on this thing will make your stomach do backflips for sure. Wooden coasters are also known for being bouncier than metal ones, so you can expect to be shaken up like a James Bond martini at the end of the ride. If you have the need for speed, this is the ride for you. Okay, I thought 70 miles per hour was nuts. Turns out that's nothing compared to this next ride. The Intimidator 305 reaches an absolutely insane speed of 90 miles an hour. Going that fast in a car will land you in jail without a license, but here, it's just another day at the office. If this thing doesn't get your heart racing, you might actually be dead inside. You might want to pack a pair of those goggles that skydivers wear to protect their eyes from the wind. And remember, at those speeds, no one can even hear you scream. So we've seen some pretty scary roller coasters already, right? Well, get ready for the next level of terror, because the Skyscream coaster is not playing games. This thing goes forward, backwards, loops, and spins to leave you screaming in both terror and confusion. You never know what's coming next, so you can't even prepare yourself mentally. This ride was designed to keep you guessing and scared of what's just around the corner. Whoever made this thing is truly an evil genius. I'm a fan, but I don't ever want to meet them. We already know that wooden coasters are rough. I'm never going to trust wood to support me as much as I do hard steel. Well, now these crazy designers have made a wooden ride that goes upside down. Watching this video almost gave me a heart attack, so good luck to the rest of you. I'm out on this one, guys. You won't catch me hanging upside down on a wooden roller coaster. I mean, maybe if you paid me. It would have to be a lot though, at least 20 bucks. Most of us will never drive a Ferrari. That's just a fact. Well, I know I won't unless I steal one someday. Probably shouldn't say that out loud. Anyways, even if you can't get your hands on a Ferrari, you can still find out what it feels like to ride in one with this next coaster. Formula Rossa at Ferrari World has a top speed of 149 miles per hour. It has the same top speed as a Formula 1 race car, and getting on this thing is basically like riding on a rocket ship. This is probably even better than actually driving a Ferrari since you can't crash it. Another wooden roller coaster? Listen, there's a reason so many are on this list. They're just scarier than steel coasters. Riding on a wooden coaster feels like driving a rocket-powered go-kart on top of an old barn. Next up, we have the Colossus in Germany. This is the tallest coaster in the world and has drops that are over 150 feet down. I'll admit though, the views from the top are dope. Still not worth it for me though. I don't want to ride something that's basically built on overgrown toothpicks. Most roller coasters are over pretty quickly. By the time you stop screaming, you're usually back at the start. That's what's great about these rides. Like, yeah, they're terrifying, but at least you only get scared for a few seconds. Well, the people who built this next ride had different ideas. The Steel Dragon in Japan holds you hostage for 3 minutes straight. I hope you have strong lungs because it's really hard to scream for that long. And you'll definitely be screaming. This is just mean, man. I don't think the designers of this ride got enough hugs when they were kids. I think it's really funny that one day someone was just like, yeah, roller coasters are cool, but what if we made people's legs dangle in the air so it feels like they could fall out? So now we have inversion coasters where you sit with your legs hanging out and just hope that somehow they don't get cut off. The Banshee is one of these rides, and it really tries its hardest to make people throw up and lose their shoes. This thing even goes upside down 7 times in one ride. Talk about overkill. You know where roller coasters don't belong? If you said underground, you get a star and a pat on the back. Well, the maniacs who made Fury 325 apparently don't agree, because they built this death-defying ride that dives straight into an underground tunnel. Maybe it's just me, but if I ever saw the ground coming up that fast, I'd like to have a parachute on. To me, the scariest part of any roller coaster is the moment before the big drop. The anticipation and anxiety build up to a point that feels like your heart's gonna pop out of your chest. Once you actually start falling, you're usually too busy screaming to actually feel scared. So next up, we have the absolutely evil Valravn coaster. This thing is designed to pause right at the peak of the climb, before literally dropping you into a 90 degrees free fall. They took the scariest part and just stretched it out even more. My palms are sweaty just watching this thing. I'd definitely have Mom's spaghetti on my sweater if I rode this one. Going over 100 miles an hour is exciting. Going over 100 miles an hour backwards, that's just terrifying. This next ride is named after Superman, but he never scared anyone as much as this ride does. Also, if someone sitting behind you pukes, it's definitely gonna go down your shirt. And that's just not a good time, trust me. 0 to 100 real quick. How about 0 to 120 even faster? This next ride uses a specially designed hydraulic system that launches you to 120 miles an hour in less than 4 seconds. That's faster than any Lamborghini or Bugatti on the road. This must be what getting shot out of a cannon feels like. The best part about it is you won't even get a speeding ticket. I really thought I had seen it all. Twists, loops, insane speeds, and everything else. Then this science experiment gone wrong shows up. Gentlemen, meet X2, one of the most insane things I've ever witnessed. You thought you were safe in your seat? Guess again. The seats on this ride twist and flip on their own. Getting on this ride is an assault on your senses. Left is right, up is down, and your lunch is coming back up. I hope you brought a wheelchair, because this thing will leave you too dizzy and confused to stand up on your own. I don't know about you, but when I think about the name Hershey, I'm thinking about their chocolate. Actually, I'm thinking about their chocolate on a s'more along with graham crackers and a marshmallow. What I don't think about is the giant, terrifying coaster they built in their own theme park. This monstrosity has drops that are so steep, you can't even see the track beneath you. This makes it look like you're literally just plummeting towards the ground. No thanks, I'm gonna stick to eating the chocolate. I'll leave this insane ride to you crazy people. Do you ever wake up and think, man, I really want to be held over the edge of a 900-foot tall building while being spun in circles at 40 miles an hour? If so, some mad scientist read your mind and created the perfectly named Insanity Stratosphere. I don't like this thing even a little bit. Watching this video makes me want to puke, to be honest. If you get on this thing, you have to be more than a little insane. Just watch this video and see for yourself. I'm gonna cover my eyes. I don't know if you knew this or not, but human beings aren't bats.
I'm Batman.
We're not supposed to hang upside down, okay? Somebody needs to let the people who made this next ride know that ASAP, because I think they're confused. They made this ride where you go upside down 10 times. 10! I don't even want to go upside down once. I like to have my blood evenly distributed throughout my body, not rushing into my skull. Don't be surprised if you develop a weird reaction to the sun after riding this one. If the name of your roller coaster translates to, hey, what the hell? You've made something absolutely insane. Remember the terrifying X2 coaster from earlier? Well, this is like that, but even more intense. Get ready to literally go head over heels and try not to pass out. At least at the top of the ride, they give you a second to breathe and appreciate the awesome view of Mount Fiji.